Hello, everyone. Thanks for having me. Allow me to introduce to you all CyberShock, your compliance team replaced by an AI crew. Yeah, it's a little bold, but we will get there. Essentially, today, no organization can operate without compliance to regulatory frameworks. And CyberShock is an AI native security compliance software that acts as your virtual audit team. Instead of hiring expensive cybersecurity consultants at $30,000 to $50,000 a year, founders can now onboard the CyberShock AI crew that prepares them for SOC 2 compliance, ISO compliance, GDPR compliance, all in a matter of a few weeks and not months. So think of it as a dedicated compliance department that works tirelessly, is intelligent, and always audit ready. So compliance is actually killing startups. Well, lack of compliance is. And three major legs to this problem is first the cost problem, right? Compliance consultants today charge around $50,000 a year, and that's putting enterprise-grade security compliance out of reach from early-stage startups and small businesses. Second is the time problem, right? Founders are spending hundreds of hours understanding frameworks, gathering evidence, putting it all together. And time is better spent building product, especially that stage of the company. Then there's lost deals. Early stage companies are unable to close deals. They're losing deals just because they lack SOC 2 compliance, ISO compliance. I see this all the time. Our solution, much faster, more affordable to startups. At $5,000 a year, you get a AI crew that orchestrates your audit readiness program, like performing gap assessments. Our agents can do that. Our agents can write policies. Our agents collect evidence and put it all in the right place and assess your cyber asset, right? Now, let's take a look at this market. As you can see on the picture on the right, it's a massive market, right? It is previously dominated and overpriced by these big four names, the big four, the Deloittes, the KPMGs, the EYs, the PwCs. And within that large market, we are going after a specific sub niche, right? So we are going after early stage startups and small businesses, SMBs, that's 1 to 500 employees, based out of the US, the UK, Australia, Canada, New Zealand, Middle East, Singapore, right? And these are the ones that don't have an internal security team hired or a CISO hired, like a chief information security officer. Believe me, hiring a CISO is not the highest priority for an early stage founder today, right? So essentially, these services were overpriced to these early stage founders, but a boutique AI shop with the right AI stack can do what these big fours are doing at the fraction of the cost, and you don't need to hire that expensive, top tier MBA intern to come and tell you how to run your business. Right now, let's take a look at. I mean, these are not my opinions, right? So it's validated by the activity in this market, right? 500 million, 400, 4 billion and 2 billion is the average, deal company size, valuations of companies that's operating in the space, right? I myself have been working in the same space, selling an adjacent product, so I've seen this up close on how hot the opportunity is right now. So, what makes us different? So we have an unfair advantage, which is that our AI team and software engineering team is based out of Bangalore, India, and all these competitors you saw in the space is based out of SF in Bay Area and Boston. And what they require $5 million a year to operate and to do, we can do that in a $1 million check, right? So that's something I've seen up close, and that's been proven many, many times that if you have a tech team in India, and let's say you have a shop somewhere in Dubai, and if you compete in these markets with a proven problem and a proven strategy, you win profitably. And also the second advantage is that we are AI native, right? So now let's see who's built this, right? So this is built by folks who's obviously been in the space, for ethical hackers who are cybersecurity consultants, previously worked in a Big Four, and we have been entrepreneurs ourselves. So you're in good hands in terms of we know what we're doing in the space, right? Now let's take a look at how CyberShock works. It's pretty simple, right? It's three steps. One, you onboard your organization into the tool, and then our AI crew learns your stack. And third, the tools orchestrates audit readiness process until you're compliant to the specific framework you're trying to get to, right? And then we didn't stop there. We went one step further. We are helping founders close deals, right? So we are a sales enablement tool. So we've built a mobile app that goes into your pocket. So let's say you are a business owner, you met a prospective client at the elevator or the airport lounge, or maybe at a networking event. So you pitched your startup, they're like, okay, all good. And then due diligence, security due diligence kills startups, it kills deals. So if you're free at this point, and if you're able to flip out your phone and show them that trust wallet, right? That really can get you close that deal instantly, right? So we're trying to be that angel to help founders close deals faster, because security is right now, due diligence is right now killing deals. So the business model that scales, right? So it's pretty straightforward in terms of how we make money. We have a SaaS tool, so that's annual subscription of $5,000. If you look at our immediate competitor, they're at least 2x the price or 5x the price, right? It takes at least 3 times more for them to get this done. And for us, it's a few weeks, right? So that's a direct revenue. Indirect revenue, we have partnered with pentest firms, MSSPs, right? So MSSPs are security service providers. That's a shop that provides security services, and they usually sell compliance, and they need a tool sometimes to, improve their audit process because they audit for people as well. So we sell it to them as well as a white label tool, and we also sell it to an end founder, right? And obviously, I spoke about our profitability and everything, right? So that's really low. Our operating margin is very high because of our costs, which is very low. Revenue and traction, we already have a paying customer. We have two paying customers. One is a fintech based out of Australia. Another one is a Philippines-based organization that's doing a pen test with us and that's going to upsell into the tool. The another unfair advantage we have specifically as part of CyberShock is that I come with a network of about 500 CISOs and CTOs and CEOs that I've previously sold to. I've sold an adjacent security product and service. I know the exact buyer pain. I know the budget they're willing to spend on solving the problem, and that's the reason why we have. And for all those reasons, I'm committing and forecasting $250,000 about revenue within 12 months of inception. That's by the end of the year, and we're also out in the market and trying to raise our seed check, right? So we're raising 1.25 to 1.5 million at 13% equity, and that is to give us a runway of 24 months, and that's for us to hit 1 million ARR, right? And I have done this before. I in my previous past 3 years, and before that, I've been carrying an annual sales target of $1 million, and I've closed that with revenue. So it's not something huge I'm undertaking. It's just my regular day to day, right? But thank you for listening in. My number and emails down there. Shoot me at Arun, ARUN, at cybershock.ai, SHRK without the A. Thank you, folks. Have a good one. Bye.